the virtual world because of COVID. That didn't stop us from being us. We didn't stop grinding. This is how we're pursuing the finish line of COVID. We came into our senior year and we kept the grind. We passed our comp exams, gave amazing oral presentations, kept our GPAs high. Students in our classes are going to be doctors, lawyers, law enforcement officers, computer programmers, social workers, authors, and business workers. I believe we are the class that is going to change the world. The reason I know this is because we are different from every graduating class. We beat COVID. Before I get to my overall thanks, I would like for my father, Romero Gonzalez Jr., to stand up. Without his support and his 6 phone calls a day to make sure I ate and I'm passing my classes, I wouldn't be here today. I would also like for my mother, Donna Gonzalez, to stand, who works every night in the hospital treating COVID patients and making sure I get my education safely. I would like for my brother to stand up, Joseph Gonzalez, editor for Peacock and my rival from the beginning. Now I could say in 1 year maybe, well, I got a master's degree too. But I could only say I got a Bachelor of Science. And I would like for my sister to stand up, who I will see her graduate in 1 or 2 years at Stockton University, being in education and teaching the future of us. And my last thanks is to my girlfriend, Alexia George. Can you stand up? She's an amazing person who supported me everywhere I go and even prepared my outfit for today when I didn't know how to get dressed. And I would like to thank the faculty and staff. You all have changed me for the better, from academic success, from making me the first ever freshman pre-calc tutor, to now letting me tutor 80 kids a week in modern math, arithmetic, and pre-algebra, increasing the pass rate by midterm by 52%. I would like to thank the President, Helen Strubert, and Dr. Crosby for telling me I can do what I want and letting me do everything I can to be here. And I would like to thank VP Buck, who's been dealing with me for 4 years, especially during the mask. Even though I broke my mask today, she says I still have to put it on, for everything. My overall thanks is to the faculty, staff, and professors at St. Elizabeth. Thank you to Mother Xavier for creating this institution. Thank you for the class of 2022 and letting me be your president and letting me speak at your graduation. And remember this before you leave. Life is going to be rough, but our skin is tough. We can exceed through life if we are given the smallest chances. Because we are the Eagles. The mighty, mighty Eagles. And before I say my final goodbye, I want you to know this. We came together, we're leaving together, we're going to succeed together. And I know all of you are going to do great because I believe in every single one of you, and you all believe in each other. Thank you, and be assured that we will see each other again. Thank you very much.
Representing our graduate students is David Jefferson Jr., who is a cum laude graduate from Morehouse College, where he earned his Bachelor of Arts degree. He then went on to Princeton Theological Seminary for a Master's in Divinity degree, where he graduated with honors. Today, he culminates his educational journey by receiving his doctorate in education here at SEU. Dr. Jefferson's educational experience includes working in both K-12 and higher education. He proudly served as a founding director for President Barack Obama's My Brother's Keeper mentoring initiative for the city of Newark, New Jersey. He founded a local education agency focused on closing the achievement gap for at-risk students, which was reflected in his dissertation focused on the impact and effect a school-based mentoring program has on at-risk students in an urban school district during a virtual learning environment. Dr. Jefferson is currently working as an educational specialist, counselor, and professor at nearby Kane University. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jefferson to the podium.
Good morning. First off, I am so pleased to say this. My wife and my mother and my dad and my sisters are sitting right over here. And my beautiful daughter as well. And so I want to thank them for being here. First of all, congratulations to the St. Elizabeth University graduates. Come on, you can put your hands together for that. This morning, I bring you greetings and best wishes. Today is most certainly a special day. To say the least, you did it. You are here today with your family, spouses, children, parents, friends, and our faculty, staff, and board of trustees of our prestigious university, special guests from our community and colleagues to celebrate a major accomplishment. During a speech while he gave during fighting for civil rights in Birmingham, Alabama, my fellow Morehouse College alumni brother, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said these words: "The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically, intelligence plus character. That is the goal of a true education." You see, Dr. King understood very well that even back in the 1960s, before there was such a thing called a global economy, that the key to the betterment of society was education. Years ago, a high school education was sufficient for getting a good job that could sustain you and support a family. But in the 21st century America, it takes some form of post-secondary education to get such a career and to be able to lead. In making the decision to come to this university, you have decided to obtain a higher educational degree, and you have opened up a door to a whole new opportunity and world in your life. The more education that you attain, the more doors you will open, and that will be open to you. And so today, we have come to celebrate a commencement, a beginning, or a start. And as someone who believes in lifelong learning, it is my hope that this is not only the beginning of your educational journey, but that you would continue on. For many of you, the path to this commencement has not been an easy one. The facts are very clear. You may be the first in your family to attend a university or to work toward a second or even a third degree. Choosing to go on to a university in and of itself can be an extremely daunting task. There are forms to be filled out. There are meetings with advisors. There is placement tests that need to be taken. Schedules have to be worked through, and a whole new world lies ahead. Many of us faced other challenges along the way. We were taken over by a worldwide pandemic. We have gone to school in between working and taking care of our families. And there were even times when I am sure you wanted to give up, when it wasn't so easy to get that paper done, when it wasn't so easy to complete your homework. But you did it. You persevered. And I most certainly can say that it has paid off. Celebrating yourself is important. it's important to pause for a moment and celebrate a job well done. You have to also be sure to give your families, significant others, a big thank you hug for all of the times that they were there to support you. And while you are here, be sure to thank your professors for all they did to assist you. You see, here at St. Elizabeth University, there is a unique vision. The vision is to be nationally recognized for educating individuals who seek an education that is focused on engaged learning for leadership and service to others. This has played a major important role in assisting us to achieve our goals. And most likely, if you will, like Dr. Martin Luther King, leaders of our beloved university understand the betterment of society begins with an education. They developed, if you will, our leadership, a strategic plan based upon improving access, alignment, and accountability. And we all took notice to this as we were focused and forced, if you will, to shift our educational platform during the pandemic. There were goals that were set for us to strengthen partnerships like our commencement speaker was sharing on today. Partnerships within the community to ease the transition from secondary to post-secondary schooling, from an all-female college to a co-educational institution, and finally, from being recognized as a college to obtaining university status. I applaud our university for the work that it is doing and that it has done in the areas to also improve our communities, to increase university and workforce readiness of high school graduates, particularly with recent partnership from my second home, Newark, New Jersey. The $1 million grant provided to assist young scholars in Newark, New Jersey will create a new generation of St. Elizabeth Eagles who will soar higher as they navigate into higher education. Early on in my career, before I segued into education, I worked as a screen actor. And that's why it was interesting when I was hearing the chant, "We are the Eagles, the mighty, mighty Eagles." Well, one of the films that I had the pleasure of acting in was a film called Remember the Titans. Oh, y'all better put your hands together. Have you ever seen it? It's on Disney+. Thank you, Disney+. But in this film, the film starred a gentleman that many of you may or may not know by the name of Denzel Washington. Put your hands together for Denzel Washington. Somebody knows who he is. Well, listen to this story because it's real unique. In the 7th grade, I watched a film called Glory. And in that film, Denzel Washington starred as well. And I made up in my mind that I would work with Denzel Washington one day. And so fast forward to 1999, and through an open call encouraged to attend by my wife, I was able to secure a spot in the cast as a local hire. You see, in Hollywood, all the stars are cast first, and then the production company completes casting when they go on location and hire local actors to be in the film. As a local hire, I did not have the power that the stars had. However, I was in the film. And one day when we were filming, I noticed that the camera always remained on the star. And so wherever Denzel Washington went, the camera followed. So I made up in my mind, if I wanted to stay in the picture, I needed to stand close to the star. That's right, you've done it as well, I know. The first assistant director did not like me standing next to the star. In his opinion, Ryan Gosling, Ethan Suplee, Wood Harris, or even my good friend Donald Faison should have been in the spot by the star. And so as a matter of fact, they constantly would move me from my position. Well, on this one particular day, Denzel Washington, the Academy Award winner that he is, noticed the first AD attempting to move me forcibly, and he spoke these infamous words that I want to share with each and every one of my graduates on today. Wherever David stands, leave him alone. And then this is what he finished with. He said, the kid stays in the picture. Oh yeah, That's right, the kid stays in the picture. And I want you to know that today, you as a graduate have done an unbelievable job of staying in the picture. You have endured and sustained your presence in the great picture of higher education. Nothing has been able to remove you from achieving your goal of completion and so now the real work begins. Despite this world constantly changing, we must stay in the picture. In order to keep up with these changes, we need to be willing to continue to grow ourselves and stay in the picture. When you made the choice to walk through the open doors of St. Elizabeth University, you started the growth process of being in the picture. And when you chose to stay, regardless of the challenges that lied ahead, you continued the process. And someone here this morning may discover another cure for cancer. Someone here this morning may even create the latest green technology to heal our environmental world. No matter what your role or state, nation, country, the world will be a better place for it because you were willing to improve yourselves through education and stay in the picture. Maya Angelou eloquently stated these words, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Today, I hope you remember how you feel as you have realized a beautiful dream by graduating from St. Elizabeth University. Today, you join the ranks of many esteemed university alumni who have come before you. However, there was no group that experienced what you have experienced. You went through this process and you were able to stay in the picture. As we leave here today ready to turn our hard work and our dreams into reality, I hope you never lose the will to learn. I hope that you continue to fight for your goals and objectives, that you will work hard to empower and encourage someone else, and that you would take another step forward like our mascot, the eagle. That's right, we are the St. Elizabeth Eagles. Many do not know this, but in a gradual, deliberate process, the mother eagle provides the necessary change in her baby's environment, making the nest in which they live extremely uncomfortable. They make it uncomfortable so that the young, if you will, eagle has an opportunity to move along further, so that they will not find comfort in the space that they are in. If a mother eagle did not stir up her nest and make it uncomfortable, the eagles would not have a desire to fly. And as a result, the little eagle is prepared to learn to fly in an uncomfortable and challenging space. The nest is not a complacent environment. The nest serves as merely the next stop in ensuring the guaranteed flight of the young eagle. Well, today, my fellow St. Elizabeth Eagles, I encourage you to fly. I encourage you to soar to your next destination, knowing that our time here in this nest has come to an end. And so, as you seek to soar and make your difference in life, I would like to leave you with the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, and I hope you take this with you as you leave on today. Remember to laugh often and much. Remember to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children. Remember to earn the appreciation of honest critics, because we know we have them, and endure the betrayal of false friends. Remember to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by helping a child or even creating a garden patch or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. That is to have succeeded. In this world, stay in the picture and soar as highly as you can. I wish each and every one of you much success in this life. Congratulations, God bless you. Go Eagles.
I now welcome Ms. Kathleen Karkos, class of 1981, President of the Alumni Association of the College of St. Elizabeth and St. Elizabeth University, to induct our new graduates into the Alumni Association.
Good morning, and thank you so much for allowing me to be here with you on this such a wonderful day. St. Elizabeth Alumni Association began in 1919, and to this day, over 100 years later, it remains committed to its mission to promote the welfare of St. Elizabeth, to promote the continued interest of graduates in the university, and to further the intellectual, spiritual, cultural, and professional well-being of its members. To date, we have over 16,000 members worldwide. It is my hope that each of you will be inspired to become active Alumni Association members and to lead our association in new directions to enhance its work and mission in support of St. Elizabeth University. This is your Alumni Association, and we need you, the next generation of alums, for your leadership, your insight, and your energy to keep the Alumni Association actively serving the needs of alums of all ages and interests. Only you can bring a new way of thinking, a new way of leading in support of the university and your fellow graduates. You are now a living part of the legacy of the Alumni Association of St. Elizabeth, and today, St. Elizabeth becomes your beloved alma mater, as it has for so many who have come before you. On behalf of the Board of Directors and all of our members, I am delighted to induct you into our membership. Please stand while I recite the induction. On this day, May 13th, 2022, you are hereby inscribed as members of the Alumni Association of St. Elizabeth. This membership entitles you to all the benefits and privileges offered to the Alumni Association. It requires you to be authentic commitment of leadership and participation in the life of the Alumni Association on behalf of St. Elizabeth University. Welcome to your Alumni Association class of 2022. We are so proud of all you have accomplished. Congratulations and God bless. Thank you.
And at this time, please be seated. Thank you. At this time, President Gary B. Crosby will return to the podium for concluding remarks.
Thank you, VP Bartlett. I also want to acknowledge and thank our student speakers, Mr. Joshua Gonzalez and Dr. David Jefferson Jr. Please give them a round of applause. Also, as president of this remarkable institution of higher learning, it is also my privilege to recognize our commencement speaker, Mrs. Jacqueline Diane Fortune Carter, with her degree, the Master of Arts in Justice Administration and Public Service. Jacqueline, if you'll join me center stage to receive your degree along with the picture. Again, congratulations, graduates. You have made it. As you prepare to leave the sacred and scholarly grounds of St. Elizabeth University, I charge you with the following. First, to always remember your alma mater, both in your prayers and through your resources, time and money, by giving back to the university that poured so much into you. Second, hold dear to what you have learned here and those friendships made along the way. Remember, you did not do it alone. It took a combined effort of our faculty, staff, alumni, and friends of the university, and your parents, family members, and loved ones for you to reach this significant milestone. Third, be great ambassadors for St. Elizabeth's by speaking highly of the university, proudly wearing your alumni paraphernalia, and helping to recruit other brilliant students just like you. And finally, you are now armed with a formal education, the knowledge and skills necessary to face the world. But I caution you, while a formal education is essential to your success, you must, and I underscore must, combine it with compassion, faith, service to others, love, generosity, passion, and fortitude to execute the final charge that I have for you, which is to go out and change the world. Change the world for the better. Change the world through working to execute the mission of St. Elizabeth University. Congratulations to each of you. I'm so very proud to stand before you as your president, along with the First Lady of St. Elizabeth University, Mrs. Larissa Crosby. Would you please stand? To say that you represent the very best of the university, today, tomorrow, and beyond. Congratulations to each of you. We wish you the absolute best in the future, and go Eagles.
Thank you, President Crosby. Before we end our ceremony, all the undergraduates should take your tassels and move them to the left over your heart. Congratulations. Now please rise for the playing of the alma mater and remain standing for the benediction. And gentlemen, please remove your caps.
A few minutes ago, I said, do they realize how difficult it is to follow Josh? And then David showed up. So luckily, I think I have God on my side. So let us pray. O God, you are the God of all knowledge and wisdom. Today, we recognized great achievement. We also received the charge of achievement toward even greater vision. We ask you, bless this university as it continues as a center of learning and a marketplace for truth. May all its members be imbued with inspiration, and may our summer be rewarding. Bless those of us who will be moving on. May all who are retiring find rest and relaxation. May those making vocational changes find enthusiasm and challenge. Finally, especially bless our graduates with a vision real enough to be called scientific and poetic enough to be called holy. Bless them with a love for their community, intimate enough to call some people friends, yet concerned enough to call every single person sister and brother. Bless us with a hope for our world, motivated to respond tirelessly to its needs and wise enough to spend time with friends. Finally, bless us with peace. Finalmente, danos la paz. Amen.
I ask our new alumni to remain in line for the recession and proceed to Arena 3 to pick up their diplomas.